guys, today I'm going to review something that I am so glad several of you brought to my attention. It's the Wet n Wild Color Icon Contouring Palette, and I wasn't even aware that this was out until some of you said when I reviewed the NYX Contour Palette, you said, hey, have you tried the new Wet n Wild Contour Palette? But it's apparently something that's showing up in Walmart stores, and it was just part of the regular display. Like, my Walmart has kind of a skinny Wet n Wild display, and down toward the bottom, sure enough, there was this contour and highlight duo. Now, I've heard through the Nouveau Cheap blog, which is a great blog to follow if you love, you know, staying on top of the newest drugstore stuff. From there, I learned that there are actually two options. There's this caramel toffee or caramel toffee option, which is the cooler of the two, and then there's also one that has a little bit more of a yellowy looking highlight powder and more of a golden seeming contour. Some stores are offering both of these options, but other stores like mine only have the slot for this one that's called caramel toffee. It just seems like contouring palettes are popping up in every brand, and in many cases they're kind of complicated. You know, they contain several contour shades, several highlight options, and so this really intrigued me because, I mean, can we get more basic than just the one highlight and the one contour? And I think for a lot of people that might be what you're looking for, you know, just a simplified version. And these are both totally matte. I do think this is a nice cool tone contour, and I think it really mimics that natural shadow that our bone structure can create, so it looks really great as a contouring product. The highlight, again, that is matte also. And I know a lot of people are familiar with the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, and you can probably see at a glance. This is a little more, you know, golden, I think, in tone, and this is more of a cool powder, and I think it comes off quite a bit lighter than Reserve Your Cabana. I do think this palette is for the person who wants a more simplified approach to contouring and highlighting, isn't looking for anything too deep and drastic looking on the skin, because while I do find these powders to be nicely textured, they're not as pigmented as the powders in that NYX contour and highlight kit, but that palette offers a lot of options. I feel like the powders are maybe a bit softer than this and just have a little more color payoff to them. This is going to be more subtle, and I think if you're in the medium skin tone family, light or fair, this would definitely be a workable thing for you. I think if you get too much darker than that with your skin tone, I wonder if this shade is going to show up a whole lot. Even on my light to medium skin, I can definitely still see the effects from it, but all in all, it's a pretty subtle look. And one tip also, if you're using a contouring shade that you want to, you know, kind of make it show up a little bit more on your skin or get more of a punch from that shade, use a little bit smaller brush on the contour, especially for the cheekbones. So like I use this Real Techniques contour brush, just tapped into that product and then put it right along the hollow of the cheekbone. I go inward about to where I'm just underneath the apple of my cheek so I don't get too close to the mouth. But I apply that there, and if I need to, I bring in my Real Techniques buffing brush just to get an even more blended look if necessary. I don't always feel like I need to do that. I took this up around my hairline as well with that buffing brush, and then again with the contour brush you could go lightly down the sides of the nose if you wanted to do that as well. A larger brush is always nice if you want to take it down under the jawline, down the neck a bit. And for this highlight, again, that's matte, no shimmer to it at all. I used my Up and Up blush brush and just kind of patted that on the tops of the cheekbones, down the nose. Really great if you're trying to steer clear of shimmer, but it really doesn't offer anything extra to the face. I don't feel like I really came away from using the highlight thinking, oh, I look so radiant. You know, it might have created a bit of contrast with the contour, but if you want glow, you're gonna have to go on top of it with something else. And then I finished the look with a little bit of blush. I use my Milani blush in Tea Rose and just pop that on the apples of my cheeks. So as you've seen me throughout the video, you know, the look is overall pretty matte that you're getting with that. So I'm taking a little bit of Mary Luminizer from the Balm. That's the product that looks like that. Just a bit, taking it on top here just so you can see what it will look like if you do pop it with a little bit of shimmer on top. I just really like how that's catching the light. So that would be something I'd want to add in. Or maybe you've got a blush that's got some dewiness to it, and that could be a way you could sort of cut out the extra highlighting product. But the cost on this is right around $4, maybe less, and I was totally satisfied with the look that it gave. This is my primary place for contouring. For me, is my cheekbones. And I just really can't complain about the look that that gives. I think it's super natural. It was easy to do. I think for somebody just starting out with contouring, how simple is this? So I am glad Wet n Wild came out with this. I would love to hear your thoughts if you've tried this one or the other shade option. For that price, it's probably one of the most affordable things out there that can actually get the job done. So thank you guys so much for watching my review, and I'll see you later. Bye.